Hello and welcome to our webinar, Tax Season Preparation, Tips and Solutions. Thank you for joining. My name is Nikita and I am the Director of Products at TaxBandits.
And my name is Andrea and I'm the TaxBandits team lead. Today, we'll cover preparation tips to help you prepare for the upcoming tax season, along with how TaxBandits can help. The areas we will be diving into are confirming deadlines, verifying information, communicating and preparing, additional filing support, and completed filing. Let's start with confirming deadlines. A key part of preparation is knowing when your reporting is due. Ensuring you know these dates helps you file early or on time and protects you from the risk of late filing penalties. The 1099 NEC, 1099 MISC, and 1099K forms are typically due on January 31st, along with the W-2 and the 94X series forms. If the deadline date falls on a weekend, then the due date to file will carry over to the next business day. With January 31st falling on a Saturday in 2026, you will need to file these forms by February 2nd.
Also, something important to keep in mind is the difference between your filings. Federal filings refer to tax reporting to the IRS, while state filing refers to tax reporting to your specific state. For the January forms, federal filings are due on February 2nd next year. If you're filing for your state, the deadline varies depending on which form and state you're in. We support state and federal filing for many forms, including 1099, W-2, and 941. If you do not know the deadline for your state or want to learn the deadline for more forms, we have the deadlines for all the federal and state forms that we support on our website. In the QR code down below to help make it easy for you to access due dates and plan your filing accordingly. Ensuring information is accurate prevents inaccurate information that could lead to compliance issues and corrections. If you are a CPA, you will likely be verifying client information, while business owners will likely do this for their employee information. When you're gathering your data, check for common errors such as the wrong TIN type being listed or using a doing business as name instead of the legal name. Errors like these can slip by easily but can cause compliance issues. While you're checking for those data errors, also double check that no information changes need to be made, such as marital status, name changes, address changes, and withholding amount adjustments. And once you've compiled the data, make sure there are no duplicate entries that could cause duplicate filings.
This probably seems like a lot of information to check for accuracy, and depending on your filing needs, it may be, but you don't have to manually check all of this information. When filing with TaxBandits, our internal audit checks your forms against IRS business rules and flags any errors that need correction. Our TIN matching also verifies your vendor or payee data against the IRS database and notifies you of the results, ensuring that mismatches are caught early.
Similarly, our USPS address validation automatically checks addresses entered to ensure they correspond with a recognized address. And before you hit submit, we also provide you with our smart review that summarizes errors, warnings, and recommendations related to your filing. It will identify duplicate entries, missing state information, and incomplete form details, along with more information, giving you clarity and the opportunity to fix any areas of concern.
Keeping your clients and team members in communication is a key factor in having a successful January. Communicating early helps everyone be on the same page, making it easy to address concerns or questions in the early stages. You can start this by designating roles and responsibilities so that each team member knows what's expected of them. If you have a lot of clients, make sure that team members understand which clients they are assigned to.
It's also important to provide support information for any system your team members will be working with. Providing a sheet with support phone numbers, emails, and websites can help with any problems they may have along the way. Additionally, make sure you know who will be paying for your filing and what payment method they'll be using. No one wants to be wondering how things will be paid for, who will be paying, or trying to piece together any financial records.
Once you've made decisions on your team's workflow, it's important to communicate next steps and the information they will need to know. Make sure they're aware of deadlines, the differences between forms, and put an escalation process in place for if issues arise. This keeps your team informed on what to expect.
The same applies to recipients as well. If you need information from them, make sure to let them know what you need early and follow up if they don't supply it. They also need to file with the IRS, so notify them when they should expect to receive their forms and any additional information that may come up as needed.
We understand how important communication is with clients and your team members. With TaxBandits' team management feature, you can easily assign team members roles and access levels and directly assign them to a business or client. And with the built-in activity log, you can see past activity of each team member to keep track of your filing processes. In addition to tracking team member activity, you can also use a shared credit card and avoid having to track multiple payment methods for the submissions, streamlining your filing process.
If you aren't quite sure where to start with communication, that's okay. We have email templates you can use to get started, including differences between W-9s and 1099s, what to expect in January, when recipients can expect their copies, and information requests and follow-ups to prevent late filing.
We also offer an escalation process template that you can use as you build the right process for your team. All of these templates are available on our preparation webpage through the QR code. Just select whether you're a business owner or CPA and get the information you need for a successful January. It's important to remember that even with preparations, surprises can still pop up. That's why it's important to know where to find resources if a concern arises during filing season, so that you're not left scrambling for solutions.
Our AI chatbot, Bandit AI, is always available for a quick response to your questions, providing you with guided prompts when any errors occur. If you need further information or want to learn more about TaxBandits, you can visit our knowledge base. There are articles, FAQs, and guides available to address your questions, and you can search by topic to find specific information.
Of course, we're here for you every step of the way, too. We offer live phone and email support to provide real-time help with accounting or filing questions.
Remember that there are a few things to be aware of after you hit submit. Always keep track of your form submission status to ensure there's no need for corrections. And if a form does get rejected or you realize there's an error in your filing, make sure to submit a correction or retransmission to avoid penalties promptly.
We'll support you by providing IRS status updates, and if you need to adjust a form, we'll provide free corrections and retransmissions.
And that wraps up our webinar for today. Thank you for joining us.
If you don't have an account with us yet, make sure to set up your free account today to begin your preparation for the upcoming filing season.
Have a great day.